This is what we're going to be doing today. We need a spreadsheet that you'll have to create in your own Drive folder and some code that I'll teach you how to write, which I'll also be sharing for free in a link in the description. It's a function that automatically closes any form on a date you choose. The first thing we're going to do is create a spreadsheet and give it this name, along with these headers. Now, we're going to use the extensions tool and open AppScript. We wait for it to load, and it already includes a file called code. We start by creating a function called checkFormsToClose. This function will look at the spreadsheet and automatically close Google Forms once their closing date has passed. Inside, the first thing we do is get the active sheet. Then, we grab all the values from column A and column B, starting at row 2, because row 1 usually contains the headers. Next, we create a date object for today. We reset its hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds to 0, so that we only compare dates and ignore the exact time of day. Now we loop through each row of data. From every row, we read the form URL in the first column and the closing date in the second column. If either one is missing, we simply skip that row. Because we started reading from row 2, we calculate the actual row index by adding 2 to the counter. Inside the try block, we check if today is greater than or equal to the closing date. If the closing date has passed, then it's time to close the form. We take the form URL, and using a regular expression, we extract the form ID from the link. If the link is not valid, we throw an error. Once we have the ID, we open the form with formapp.openById. Then we call setAcceptingResponses with false, which closes the form, so no more responses can be submitted. We also log the title of the form for reference. Back in the spreadsheet, we mark the third column with the text closed and a check mark, so we know that form has been successfully closed. If something goes wrong at any point, the catch block records the error in the logs. And in the sheet, we write error with a cross symbol in the third column, so we can easily see where the problem happened. Don't forget to save by pressing here. We'll go to the sidebar and look for the Triggers button. When we press it, we'll wait a moment and this screen will appear. Then we'll press Add Trigger, and this menu will open, where we'll indicate that it should activate the main function, the head version, meaning the latest saved version. To activate it, we'll tell it to use time, and that we want the function to check every hour if it needs to close something. In our case, we expect it to trigger in the first few minutes of the date entered in column B. We'll press Save. Then it will ask us to authorize the necessary access for the application to work. Since Google doesn't know who is creating it, it will ask us several times, and we need to authorize it first. After that, it will ask us to sign in with our account. When this screen appears, we need to go to the Advanced section and access the project, located at the bottom. Once we do all of this, it will allow us to press the Allow button to enable the application. Now, we wait a little bit, and we have everything we need. You can start using the application, as I'll show you now. Here we have our spreadsheet, and we can see that everything works exactly as we needed. Any file will be saved in the same folder where the spreadsheet is located. You can start using it now. I'll leave a link in the description where you can download the code for free. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by subscribing and leaving a comment. It really helps me out a lot. If you have any suggestions for changes or run into issues with how the app works, let me know down in the comments. This is just a very basic app, and there are lots of ways it could be improved. For example, setting it up to send emails automatically or adding a display for other users. If you'd like me to make another video going deeper into those features, just leave a comment and I'll be happy to do it.